In this video, I'm going to be ranking the top 5 best value cards at each position right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam. So I'll be going over my top 5 best value point guards, top 5 best value shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. And if you guys are a bit confused, what do I mean by a best value card or a really good value card is going to be, for example, at number 5, when we're talking about the top 5 best value point guards, is going to be Diamond Delano Banton. And this is a card that costs 3,000 MT on the auction house, so he's extremely cheap, but he's also a top tier point guard. He's 6'8" with a 6'10" wingspan at the point guard position, really quick card. He's also got a nice jump shot. So for example, he's going to be a lot better for his price than, let's just say, Dark Matter Tyrese Halliburton, because this card goes for above 100,000 MT. But Delano Banton is like 10 times better of a card in my personal opinion. So Tyrese Halliburton would be a horrible value card just because he's not that great and he costs like over 100k. He's not worth his price tag. So in my opinion, these are going to be the top 5 best value cards at each position. And like I talked about, Banton at number 5, I do think is extremely good for his price. I mean, 3,000 MT, you get a 6'8" point guard with a really quick jump shot. He's extremely fast. Not going to find much better than that in my personal opinion. Number 4 though is going to be Galaxy with Jrue Holiday. I really like this card because of his defense. I mean, his defense is seriously top tier at the point guard position. Yes, he's a little bit more he's on the more expensive side. He's like 85k, 80,000 MT, somewhere in that price range. 6'5" at point guard, 6'7" wingspan, but I really do like this card's defense. He reminds me a lot of an Alex Caruso type of card, but I do like the Trey Escape a lot. But if you wanted to put Alex Caruso here at number 4, I could definitely see that argument. But Jrue Holiday for me is going to be the 4th best value point guard. Number 3 is going to be Pink Diamond Dyson Daniels. I think number 1, he's probably a slightly better card than Jrue, and I do think he's, well, not think, he is a lot cheaper of a card on the auction house. He's only like 25 to 30k compared to like the 85,000 MT for Jrue, and he's 6'7" at point guard, 6'11" wingspan. I mean, Dyson Daniels is such a good defender. Having that 99 steal, 97 perimeter, 92 block, 90 interior defense, also having a 98 agility on a 6'7" point guard is unbelievable. He's also got a good jump shot. He's got a lot of Devin Booker dribbling animation, so he can dribble the ball a little bit and does have a greenable jump shot. Now getting into the top 2, I want to include for you guys a bunch of different price ranges, right? I want to have value cards that are on the budget side of things, like Delano Banton, Dyson Daniels, maybe some mid-tier cards like Jrue Holiday, but I also want to include the top tier value cards in this game. So if you're looking to get a top tier point guard, Stephon Castle is one of the best value point guards on my team because yes, he's expensive. He's over 200k. He's probably like 250,000 MT, but he's really good for that price. He's a top level point guard. He's really good defensively. And same thing with number 1, which is going to be Dark Matter Manu Ginobili. The reason why I have Manu a little bit over Stephon Castle is just because he's cheaper and potentially a better card. I think you could make the argument for Stephon Castle being better, but Manu Ginobili is like 100,000 MT cheaper. So I do just think, you know, for his price, he's a little bit better value wise. Love this card's jump shot. Pro 2 fade is really good. Amazing dribble 6. He's 6'6", plays good defense. Yes, Stephon Castle is a much better defender, but I do think Manu Ginobili has a lot more offense and personally is the best value point guard right now in my team. Now moving on over to the top 5 best value shooting guards in this game. Number 5, I got Pink Diamond Rocco, and the straight reason for that is because he is 6'9" at shooting guard with a 7'2" wingspan and plays extremely good defense for 5,000 MT, has a good catch and shoot jump shot. That's all you really need to know about Rocco. He is just so good for his price defensively, has really good height at the shooting guard position. Number 4 is going to be a little bit more expensive of a card, and that's going to be Dark Matter Gordon Hayward, but surprisingly enough, for like 100k, this card's actually really good. I like Dark Matter Gordon Hayward a ton. 6'7" at the 2, 6'8" wingspan. He's good defensively, probably a better defender than you would expect for Gordon Hayward. I like his jump shot. His SIGs could be better, but they're not bad. He's got good dribble SIGs. I love this card at the shooting guard position. Not as good as like number 3, number 2, and number 1 in my personal opinion when it comes for value. But I do think Ricky Davis is probably maybe a slightly better card than Gordon Hayward, but he also only goes for like 40,000 MT, so he's like 60k less, and I do think he's potentially a better card than Gordon Hayward. He has a really good jump shot, probably about the same defensively wise, but I do like his jump shot a little bit more. Number 2 is going to be Pink Diamond Dr. J. I mean, you guys know this card. He is probably one of the best value cards still in this game. The jump shot is elite. The dribble SIGs are really good. He plays good defense. He's a great slasher. And he's like 30,000 MT. Maybe went back up in price to like 40k by now, but still, you're able to get this card on Tuesday for like 30k. He is so good for that price. Easily going to be the 2nd best value shooting guard in my personal opinion. But number 1, guys, again, just to give you guys who want to spend more MT on this game or want to spend like more MT on a card, to give you who's the best value card at the shooting guard position, It's Kawhi Leonard. Yes, he's expensive. Yes, he's 500k plus, but he is worth that price tag. He is easily the most worth it shooting guard for like the upper echelon players, for getting the top tier shooting guards. If you're going to spend that much MT, go spend it on Dark Matter Kawhi. He is so good for that price. Now moving on over to the top 5 best value small forwards in this game, I absolutely love number 5 for his price, and that's going to be Dark Matter Terry Dishinger. I understand this card is only 6'7" at small forward, and I can understand that is undersized for the small forward position, but still, his offense makes up for it. His jump shot's really good, his dribble sigs are amazing, that Kawhi Leonard behind the back, like we just talked about on Kawhi, some really good dribble sigs. Trae Young escape is really good, like the Russell Westbrook dribble style. He's good enough defensively, he'll get the job done for you for about 100,000 MT. I think he's really worth his price tag. Number 4 is going to be Galaxy Opal Hands Bro. Absolutely love this card. He does kind of fluctuate in price, but he's got the Pro 2 fade. Andre Drummond base is one of the fastest bases in this game. I mean, he's just so good for his price. He's like 40k, sometimes he's 50k, 30k. He really does fluctuate. I believe right now he's about 45,000 MT. Number 3 is actually going to be the newest Galaxy Opal card in this game, which is not going to be Devin Booker, but it's going to be a different Booker. It's going to be Trevor Booker. And I'm telling you guys, this card is so good for his price. Yes, he's 100,000 MT, but he's on that same level as Terry Dishinger. He's 6'8" at small forward, 6'10" wingspan, about the same level of defensive card that Terry Dishinger has. His stats and his badges are amazing, but like low key, he has just as good as movement as Terry Dishinger. I mean, his jump shot's probably on the same ranking, maybe a little bit better, and he's also got the Pro 2 fade. This Trevor Booker card, yes, it's a little bit expensive. He's 100,000 MT, but he's really good for that price. I do think he's amazing for that 100,000 MT mark. But number 2 and number 1 for me, guys, is going to be very obvious. It's going to be Pink Diamond Michael Beasley. I will say, if you're a player that has a lot of MT and you want to spend a ton, let's say you're rocking with like 3 million MT and you're looking to buy a small forward, go get Dark Matter Michael Beasley. But for majority of the player base, don't spend the 500k plus on Dark Matter Beasley, just spend the 50k on the Pink Diamond. I do think he's more worth his price tag. But number 1 is going to be Dark Matter Luol Deng. This card is so amazing for that price. I mean, what else could you want on Luol Deng? He's 6'9" at small forward, 7-foot wingspan, elite level defender. He's got a top tier jump shot, a good fade, he's got good dribble sigs across the board, and he's also got one of the best motion styles in this entire game, especially for defense. I think these are easily, in my opinion, the top 5 best small forwards for their price. Next position is going to be the top 5 best value power forwards in this game, and I think for their price, probably one of the best, value positions in this game. There is so many good cards at the power forward position for their price tag. For example, we got number 5, Andre Bargnani. He's like a little bit more than 100k, but he is really good for that price. Number 4 is going to be Galaxy Opal Dino. Love this card at the power forward position. Another card that is very similar to Dino is going to be Galaxy Opal Miles Turner. Miles Turner to me has a better jump shot than Dino and also plays a little bit more defense in game, but both of those cards are really good at the power forward position. Dino's like 45, 50k. Miles Turner is a little bit more expensive, like 70 to 75,000 MT, but in my opinion, worth that extra MT to go upgrade from like a Dino to a Miles Turner. Now number 2 and number 1, again guys, are going to be like the expensive value power forwards in my opinion. So we got number 2 Chet and we got number 1 Sar. Now I will say this one is very interchangeable, like whatever way you want to go. If you want to put Chet at 1, you want to put Sar at 2, that's perfectly okay with me. Or if you want to keep it the same and you want to have Sar at 1, Chet at 2, both of those cards are very similar at the power forward position. I think Sar is like 350k, and I do think Chet's around that same price tag. They're both really good defensively, and all of these power forwards for their price are amazing and definitely worth picking up in my personal opinion. Now the last position, guys, we're going to be talking about is the top 5 best value centers in this game. Number 5 and number 4 are both going to be budget options. Again, trying to give you guys budget options that I think are really good for their price, trying to give you guys some mid-tier prices, and then obviously some expensive value cards in this game. But I do think Pink Diamond Porzingis, Pink Diamond Eddie Curry are both really good for their price. Porzingis a little bit more expensive, 25 to 30k. Eddie Curry's only like 10,000 MT, potentially even lower after the market crash that happened for Pink Diamond cards. But both of those guys are really good at the center spot. Eddie Curry's got such a good jump shot. Kristaps has a really good release. He's 7'2" with a 7'6" wingspan. If you're looking for a budget center or a cheaper center, I should say, I think both of these cards are really good for their price. Now number 3 is going to be that mid-tier option, and that's going to be, completely butchered his name, that is going to be Galaxy Opal Roy Hibbert. Now I know a lot of people don't like this card because of his jump shot. I actually don't mind his release, and I think he makes up for it with the other stuff that he provides you. 7'2" at center, 7'7" wingspan. The defense is unbelievable, out of this world. Really good defensive card. His player model is unbelievable. and I can green with his jump shot. So I do think if you're able to green with this card for like 80,000 MT, he is a really good value center. Now number 2 and number 1 again are going to be a little bit more expensive. We got Dark Matter D-Rob at number 2, but of course guys, we got Pink Diamond Wemby at 1. But like again, if you're willing to spend more MT, it's kind of like the Pink Diamond Beasley to the Dark Matter Beasley. If you're willing to spend more MT, I don't think it's a horrible idea to go out and buy the Galaxy Opal Wemby card. I don't think he's, you know, that expensive in the game anymore. I'm gonna quickly check on Xbox, but his Pink Diamond's like 125k. His Galaxy Opal, yeah, is probably like 700k. So I would say unless you're like rocking on a lot of MT, just get the Pink Diamond Wemby, and that's the card we're going to include in this top 5. But if you have a lot of MT to spend, I do think at this point in the game, it's probably worth it to upgrade to his Galaxy Opal card. But in my opinion, guys, these are going to be the top 5 best cards at each position for their price, the top 5 best value cards at each position. So these are my top 5 best value point guards, shooting guards, small forwards, power forwards, and centers as well. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video and you guys did find it helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.